Yeah, it's a little chilly this morning. Not as bad as it's going to get the end of next week. I'm seeing some -4s, -7s. High is like 10 or 15, but we'll see. Maybe they'll up it before then. So I dug a bunch of traps out. I usually trap every year around Christmas break when I have a week off of work or a week and a half off work. And I dug all my old ones out. Well, then they had a deal at Orscheln's, my local Orscheln's, that spend 200, get 50 off. So I couldn't pass it up. I went down there and they had some of these round jaw number 3s. So I bought like 7 or 8 of them. Bought a couple 220 Kona bears. I bought 2 110s. I already had 5 or 6 of the dog proof. I was gonna buy a couple more and I didn't. The only place I need dog proofs is at my home place here, where my coon dog runs around some. But that's the only place I need dog proof. Everywhere else is just places we farm and all. So I'm gonna set them. I don't know if I'm gonna set today because I have to work half of this week. I get off Wednesday is my last day. So I don't know if I'll try to set some here and check them every day. I work 3rd shift, so I get off at 6 in the morning. I can check them after I get off work, but we will see here. Like I said, definitely set them. I just don't know if I'm going to wait till Wednesday, Thursday, and then set them for a week, or if I'm going to go ahead and set them now. I might set them. I've got 2 life traps set. A big one I built up in the pasture up there, and then a little one. So it's a bigger factory built one. They're just cheap. Well, there's a coon dog right there. He was sleeping in this morning. Cutter, I didn't even know you was in there, buddy. I thought you slept in the big shed. I didn't even know you used your doghouse anymore. I guess he does. That's an insulated doghouse. It's pretty warm, but usually this big boy sleeps in the big shed. So I guess he changed my mind. I got my little Shih Tzu here. It's an inside dog, and he likes coming out when it's cold. He gets pretty wound up and playing with the big dog. But we'll go check the traps, and we'll see what we got. Go check them 2 live traps I got set, and I'm gonna go to Cabela's. I didn't get enough of them. Oh, them Fang anchors. Oh, these right here. These, see, I've never used them. I don't know if they're very good or not. I bought the tool and bought a 12-pack, and then I bought all them other traps after I got home from Cabela's. Went and bought them at my local, like I said, Orscheln's, and they don't have any stakes or cables, so I'm going to run back up to Cabela's, about a 40 minute drive, 45-minute drive, depending which way you go. I'm going to buy another 12-pack of them stakes, cable stakes. Like I said, I can't remember the name of them. They're the receipts here somewhere. I don't know where it went. Oh, here it is. It is, yeah, these Wolf Fang stakes. Like I said, anyone that's used them, comment on the video and let me know what you think of them. I'm used to old school. When I was, younger and trapping, we had them rebar stake that was 3 foot long, and you drove it in the ground. And when you're trapping down on the creek, you always wonder if they're going to pull it at an angle, at a 45-degree angle all night, and get that stake pulled up out of the ground. But they say those Wolf Fang stakes are changed the game of trapping, but I've honestly never used them. That's the first 12-pack I bought, so I hope they're as good and I can get them in the ground when it's frozen. I'm a little concerned, but just because it's newer technology than the old rebar stake you pound in the ground with a couple pound sledgehammer, it's don't mean it's better. So I'm gonna try them, and I'll give you guys a review on them, what I think of them. And all right, let's go check a couple traps. Okay, getting up here to this trap, and it is not tripped. It was tripped yesterday, and nothing was in there, which is rare. I built this trap when I was probably 14, 15. My dad helped me build it, and it is heavy. It takes 2 guys to load it, but nothing's getting out of there. I actually caught a hawk. A couple years ago, a hawk got in there, and I had him caught and had to let him out. I've caught cats, I've caught dogs. You're not getting out of this trap that I built. I used some garage door track and some garage door rollers. I ran my rod up here underneath this little rod. I don't know if you can see it. That runs back to that trigger down the side there, to that big trigger. But this trap's about 1.5 feet wide, and I don't know, 6 foot, 5 foot long. Like I said, you can stand on it, jump on it. That's a nice thing, because I used to catch some big coons, and they would rip out of them cheap traps you buy at Atwoods, Tractor Supply. There'd be fur left where they ripped the back out and it went right on out the back. But I got a bait box here. I put the bait up here, and what they do is they try to stand on that trigger to get up high enough, because this is high enough that they can't reach up in there. So they try to step up on that trigger just to get a little more height to get up in there. And when they step on the trigger, of course, you know what happens. But I don't have a stick, but I'll just untrip it here. It's pretty light set. Just like that. No, that door's so heavy, you know, and they're far enough back in they can't back out. You know, a little trap, they shuts on their ass, so they're gonna keep on going in tighter or they're gonna push out. And I've had them push out, but this thing works good. And I got that little latch up. They got it to there. They still have to overpower that. It's kind of hard to get open, but let me just set this back real quick. Okay, got it set back, and about to put some fresh meat in there. I killed a buck, pretty good buck this year. Took it to the taxidermy. That was last Saturday, or Friday evening. Then my cousin wanted to go out. He's 14, shoot his first deer. He shot a little 5-point buck. And that's the carcass of one of them. Coyotes pretty much demolished that. I don't know where the other carcass was. It was up here. Coyotes must have drug it out in the field somewhere or something, but I haven't been able to find it for a few days, so there should be bones somewhere, but I haven't seen any. So it's probably, I'd say 20 degrees this morning. So I will pause the video. We'll run up here and check the other live trap I have. Like I said, I just had 2 set, and need to get the foot traps set and a couple Kona bears, but our ponds are real low. We have a couple acres of water here when they're full, but they're terribly low. They're about to be drying up. We need to get some more water, get some runoff rain. There's my dad's duck blind, the duck hunt out of it. Got a buddy heater in there, and there hasn't been enough geese and ducks moved down here yet. There's been a few. They've shot a few off here a couple times, but like I said, we need some water for sure. But okay, let me go get to the other trap and let's see what we got. And got to this trap, got nothing. I actually put some fruity coon smelling stuff in there. And it's not, like I said, I just put it out last night. I had some good luck with some stuff I bought on a Minnesota trap line online, and I had some good luck with it a couple years ago. But like I said, I made some bait yesterday out of some sardines, some cat food, and stuff like that. I just kind of mixed some stuff together. Everybody knows how coons will go after all that stuff, but so nothing last night at all in those 2 traps. But what I was using is this Cave-Hens, fox, coyote, raccoon, bobcat, and fisher. Use 1 teaspoon per set to be used alone or in connection with a good gland lure. So said I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna get some other stuff, and then I made my jars, which are in the up there in the shed. I got some jars of that stuff I made last night, blended it all together. So we'll get serious here in a few days, and we'll get to trapping, and I'll get some videos on here. Hopefully catch some coyotes and quite a few coons. Yeah, it's a little chilly this morning. Not as bad as it's going to get the end of next week. I'm seeing some -4s, -7s. Highs like 10 or 15, but we'll see. Maybe they'll up it before then.